It's next week.
And then it's gone
So
for like
how
3 months.
Yeah, it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
they try to pull a Pretty Little Liars on us?
No.
Like seriously, this is bullshit. I mean, I guess that gives me a longer pre-evening to podcasting on Tuesdays, but still,
Yeah.
what the hell?
It's nice. I like some of our shows are staggering like this, though.
It is kind of convenient. Yeah,
Hmm.
Especially
gives us a
because
break.
Vampire Diaries is like more than half over, but when they end, the originals goes in that time slot. Then we have iZombie coming back. Uh, we have Time After Time around the same time. We have Star Trek shortly after that. So having some shows have leeway to finish earlier than others gives us so we don't
Yeah,
end
so
up at one point where we're just like, oh guys, by the way, we have 18 shows right now.
Yeah, have fun, fuckers.
hey, by the way, guys, we really have one show right now. I mean, there's both extremes. I mean, we get our summer off. It's kind of like going to school.
Yeah. I mean,
But I
it
mean,
just means we have a little bit more of a spring than we usually do.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I am too. Because we have what, like another month, 2 months of Walking Dead coming up, month and a half maybe. When it comes
yeah, it's
back, it'll
gone.
be about a month and a half. Yeah.
It comes back around the same time as last year. Because last year it was on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. It's gonna be the same time. Valentine's weekend, the 20th actually. So
Okay,
4 days after Valentine's.
6.
Oh yeah. Oh no, the 12th. It comes back on the 12th.
Oh,
So
so
two
two
days
days
before.
before.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Gotcha.
So.
Say
You
you're
did, baby
manifesting.
Batcat. You 100% called it. 100% called it.
Oh,
Yeah,
we all kind of felt that that was the case.
I don't think I did.
I
I
didn't
don't remember
either.
thinking.
You
I
had a
don't.
little faith. I mean,
Oh my
recently I've had
god.
faith in
Yeah, I
certain characters.
was gonna say.
I already fed this goddamn cat outside, and now it's sitting outside the
Wow.
window crying.
You just need to
I don't know how to get it to stop.
like chicken wire over that window or something.
Chicken wire. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can put something blocking the window, and then maybe it'll just be like, oh, it's gone. Go away, cat. No, that's not gonna work. Uh,
Would you call that a fight scene? Because like,
No, that wasn't a fight scene. That was just Selena losing her temper and Bruce trying to make sure she doesn't cause any damage.
basically,
Yeah.
it just makes.
Although it was impressive. I
Oh,
mean, Bruce was impressive compared to when he first started to train. He was so clumsy. Hey, Sally. It's been a while.
hey, Sally, how's it going? Alright, well, I blocked the window off so the cat can't see in here anymore. And since I did that, it stopped crying. So,
this could be good.
it is clawing at the screen.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put up a cage or something there so she can't get into the window area.
Yeah. Where did I put my notes? Just gotta get the synopsis and then I'm good to start.
Mhm.
Yeah, January 30th, and then it doesn't come back till April 24th.
Oh
Wow.
my god. So we came back for 3 episodes?
Yep. 3
Yeah.
episodes.
Although Rebels did the same thing, but at least Rebels is coming back on the 18th.
Yeah.
Or the whatever that day is. 18th, yeah. I mean, I figure, Super Bowl, everyone takes a quick break.
Yeah, a quick break. Not
Oh.
like a whole freaking season break.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's still going.
Wow. She's really loud. Usually I don't hear her.
She's determined. I just fed her, and I don't feed this cat anymore.
Is it because the other cats ate it on her?
No, the other cats haven't been around either. She left for like 3 days.
Oh.
The only reason this cat was even fed in the first place is because it had an injured paw. And it couldn't walk. It was walking on 3 legs, and because of that, it stayed under my porch. It wouldn't leave my porch.
Yeah.
So I didn't want it to starve to death. Because it couldn't,
of course.
couldn't hunt,
Yeah.
And then
And now it
more
won't go
people
away.
feed it, and now it won't go away.
That's how it happens. You just acquired a new cat.
Yeah, well, it also pulled. We had Kitty Turf War last week. So she's been hanging around, right? And then there's another gray one that looks like her. And then there's 2 gold cats. There's a calico cat, and then there's a black and white cat. And they all were sitting in my yard, and I only feed her.
Mm-hmm.
And when I put the food out, I'll sit in the little porch and watch her eat. And the other cats start creeping onto the porch. And
Oh God.
this cat, this one that's outside, will not let me pet her or anything like that. She won't but she'll stay near me, kind of thing, The other ones, they start running as soon as I get in the porch. So it's like I'm sitting here protecting the cat while it's trying to eat, but all the other ones want scraps and whatever, but they're not getting them. I don't put wet food out. I give them 1 scoop of dry food. That's all she gets.
Yeah.
It's it's not gonna make or break anything, but they all expect that they're gonna get food, and that's not the case. So
Nope.
they were very adamant the last time I fed her, and I was like, nope, I'm not feeding them anymore. And I haven't fed her. It's been about a week now. But I was like, tonight she's out there crying, so I went and gave her a scoop of food so she'll go away.
Yeah.
So I could record in peace. And
tell me about that.
And now she's not letting me do that even after eating. So.
Bastards.
Yeah, I agree, Brian. I agree. Alright, let me just silence my phone. Cat seems to be silenced.
Well, to be fair, we do still have next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fair. So what? That was. Yeah, that'd be 3 episodes.
Still
So-
stupid, but
Mm-hmm.
So my mom's boyfriend, I got him a shirt for Christmas. That, oh my god, she's still there. That was in Chinese writing, and it says "fuck you" on it. And he's worn it out a bunch of times, whatever. But my mom just actually messaged me, and she goes, "Oh, by the way, we're going for Chinese, and Richie has your shirt on."
Oh Jesus.
Wait, does he know?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it says it's English. It's in English, but
Oh,
stylized Chinese writing.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I should.
Oh gosh, I was just like, is it? Are you sure it's Japanese or is it Chinese?
Oh no, it's Chinese.
Oh God.
So.
Well, that's gonna be an interesting thing.
Yeah. Alright, give me one more minute. I'm gonna shut her up. And then I'll be right back.
Amazon will send you tech and science toys for $20 a month.
Huh?
So Amazon's getting on the,
Box thing.
the box thing, and it's kids' toys, kids' tech and toys,
Oh, okay.
which is interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, as a 30-year-old child, I probably still
Yeah.
would enjoy the box
No,
myself.
absolutely. I think I would too.
But that's interesting. It's an Amazon crate, basically.
That's pretty funny. Well, apparently Amazon just doesn't make money.
Really?
So, yeah,
You would think they would.
you'd think, but apparently they're not like doing as great as they should be. This doesn't make a lot of sense, but I don't know.
Because they do make a good percentage of all their sales. And then they have
Yeah,
promotions with people who are, streamers who have like Amazon lists, and like
right.
the streamers get a percentage of the sale and Amazon gets a bigger percentage of the sale, and that's the actual distributors. So like you think from all the pennies and stuff that they get from every purchase, they'd be doing all right.
You'd think. It's weird. I don't know.
Then they have all their advertisements on the site too, so I don't
They
know.
got this stupid thing that buys you stuff because, you need that.
Yeah.
Alexa, say hi. At
Hi there.
least she's nice.
You should ask her how to make a devil's food cake.
She actually can do recipes, I think. She has a skill that as a chef. She can tell you how to make drinks too.
That's helpful, especially if you're at Cleo's.
Yeah, well, wait, watch. Alexa, ask the bartender how to make a white Russian.
I found a recipe for a cocktail named White Russian. The ingredients are 2 ounces vodka, 1 ounce coffee liqueur, light cream. The instructions to make the drink are: pour vodka and coffee liqueur over ice cubes in an old-fashioned glass. Fill with light cream and serve.
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do my best to just keep my microphone muted because I don't think she wouldn't even come to the back porch. So she still has
I'm sorry, meow.
she still has her pile of food out there. She hasn't eaten it, but it's raining, so I don't think she wants to sit in the rain.
So she's expecting you to open the porch for her.
I'm not doing it.
Hey,
Wow. She's more demanding than a girlfriend.
Dan.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I gotta. Sorry.
Oh, we're not even fully set up yet?
We are.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Lucas. I'm John tonight.
Oh, hi, John.
Trust me, lady, you don't want that.
Oh my god.
You don't want to be me, so that's good.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be married to Mike. I love him, but
Well, there's that, and I fell down the stairs yesterday, so my bag's all fucked up.
Oh,
I slipped on the carpet again.
damn. That sucks.
I slipped a few times going down that carpet. But
Yeah.
I luckily caught myself.
See, I caught myself, and then my finger actually got caught in the railing, and now my middle finger is all torn up. So
That's
I
fun.
can't win. I can't win.
That's fun.
No, everything hurts.
Eh.
Eh. Mm.
All right. You guys ready to
Alright.
rumble?
Yep.
Mhm.
Nikki, Sally's asking if you're okay.
Oh, yeah. Yesterday, I slept after I fell, like, most of the day because that's how my body copes with pain. It just puts me to sleep. But today I've been okay.
That's
It's
good.
just a little tender.
All right. Glad that you're not dead. All right, let's go.
Me too.
Starting at 5, 4, 3. Warning! This podcast contains Jerome. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the SCN on TV podcast for Gotham Season 3, Episode 13, Smile Like You Mean It. I'm your host, Dom. With me, we have Nikki and John.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Yeah. So what'd you guys think of this episode?
It was pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
I mean, yes and no.
What do you mean yes and no? It's everything we ever wanted.
No, it's not. I mean, sure, I liked how it all ended up, but like getting to that point, I was like grinding my teeth.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Especially with Gordon and Lee. That was just
Well,
I
we're going to complain about Gordon and Lee no matter what.
I know.
So, taking that out of the equation, everything with Jerome and Dwight and all that was fantastic.
No. No, I did not like Dwight whatsoever. I did not like how that was trying to build up Jerome. No. No.
Now, we've seen Dwight before, and it was before last episode as well, right? I
think
feel
so.
like we saw Dwight
Yeah.
last season almost.
I want to say yes, we have, but I really don't remember where.
If not, it was the beginning of the season, but yeah, I don't know. Dwight is not the most animated character. He's not one of the best characters, but I like the whole story of him being the one to like resurrect Jerome and all that. And we actually learned some very interesting stuff, like Wayne Tech has a cryo lab. What?
And that Lucius helped them build it? What?
What?
Yeah, I know. But I mean, to be fair, a lot of techs that were working for the Wayne Corporation were also working for Indian Hill, so they kind of shared the technology and the skills. So it's not that surprising.
Right. I mean, Wayne Tech is like $1 billion company. What aren't they doing? Let's be real.
True.
So there's a lot of gray areas with the company, and it looks like a lot of it was influenced by the Court of Owls too. You know, we kind of got that feeling that a lot of the board members are Court of Owl members, and we don't know what they've invested in and what Wayne Tech actually owns and various things like that. So I think we're gonna find out a lot more stuff that Wayne Tech is involved in that we didn't. But I just find it weird that this didn't come up with Mr. Freeze at all.
I think that was more like focused on Hugo than anything, because I mean, we kind of had hints to the Court of Owls, but we were focusing on Hugo at that point. So
It just seems though with Hugo perpetuated the stuff with Victor Freeze and and all that, but
Mhm.
or Fries, whatever he is in this incarnation of Batman. But it just seems like that would tie in so much better. With
I'd say so.
Freeze. Like, I would rather have Freeze working with resurrecting Jerome than Dwight. I think that would have been a more interesting story for sure.
I could see that.
But it's just the overall threat. And the reason why I think Dwight ends up working fairly well for the role he's in is because he is a like pathetic nobody that we don't care about. And to see somebody like that gain control of Jerome's minions, the maniac fanatics or whatever the hell you want to, the juggalos, basically, whatever you want to call them, except these guys know how magnets work. I'm assuming, but but anyway, it's just like to see Dwight be the one that's in charge of this and comes to such power really goes to show you like the chaos that this group can cause.
Yeah. I mean, they took over a goddamn news station, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're everywhere. They're literally everywhere. They're in the GCPD, the mole, which...
Yeah.
Gordon had a very smart, for once, plan, to basically let the mole reveal himself.
Mhm.
Called his bluff. And that was insane because they got tipped off, and it's just like, okay, well, now we know where they took Jerome's body, right? And then we find out that they couldn't resurrect Jerome for the time being. So instead, Dwight cut his face off. Now, we also see in this Jerome, when he does eventually wake up, and we'll talk about that scene with Lee in a minute, but he staples his face back together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, John, correct me if I'm wrong, because you follow the comics more than I do. Isn't this something that they did in the New 52?
Yeah. Joker wanted his... Well, and the only weird difference is... two differences. The Joker, A, wanted his face sliced off, because he's a maniac, but instead of stapling it back on, he actually just safety pinned it. So it was like still kind of droopy and gross.
Well, you could see like there was stretches and like a little bit of
yeah.
when Jerome, like on Jerome's like have at. I mean, he did the best he could, but I mean,
have
it's
to
still.
say, I'm so jazzed that they pulled that off. That's so cool.
That's
that was
what I was
fantastic.
talking about. That they built him up, and then it was just like the way they were doing it. It just seemed really shitty. And then there was the really stupid, gauze get up with. It's just I couldn't get over. It just looked really awkward when he was talking.
I love the gauze. I loved it because when you saw what Dwight actually did when he cut it, he left so much room like under the eyes and everything. He didn't just like cut to the eyes. Like he left all this skin here. So when you saw like that whole thing and him wrapped in gauze like that, and you see a lot of the skin peeking out and stuff like that, I was just like, this actually looks fantastic. Instead of like if they literally just removed all the skin off his face, like that would not have given the same effect, and I loved it. Personally,
to me, I mean, I understand about like how he cut it and everything, because I mean, he's making a mask. He doesn't want to be completely. He doesn't want to be Jerome's face completely. He just wants to show that anybody could be Jerome at this point, and even he could be.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't get over how they did it because it just looked really bulky, and when he was talking, like it looked like. I just couldn't get over how, I mean, I could tell it was fake. Like super duper super. I thought they could have done a better job. Like, because I had seen Instagram photos and articles of them actually applying the mask and the gauze. And I was like, oh, that's going to be awesome. And then I see it. I guess I got too hyped up over it.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely
but,
agree about the mask that Dwight was wearing. That didn't look too spectacular.
No.
But
like when he starts, like as soon as I heard the stapler and it was going back, like they show him, it looked amazing. It felt amazing. That scene was perfect.
Mm-hmm. That was really cool.
Yeah, and I love like a lot of the henchmen, the lackeys, the followers, whatever you want to call them, are wearing like the traditional Joker, like the makeup and the eye mask and the lipstick and all that. And it's like we haven't seen Jerome himself do that. So what has caused
He
them
doesn't
to
need
do
to
that?
now.
No, but I'm saying what has caused them to do that?
Crazy. I mean, I did the makeup for Halloween, and all I had to do was put a little grin on, and I was fucking psycho. Okay,
Oh yeah. It's,
that's exactly the point of the makeup, is to look crazy.
Yeah.
like you said, Juggalos. So
Pretty much.
I do like that in a strange way because, like, at least in the New 52, like Joker's origin was the head of the Red Hood gang. So, like, you know, again, it was sort of that same illusion of like whoever, you know, we are all Jerome. It was almost like the same thing with the Red Hood gang and that origin story. It's like we're all the Red Hood. Like it doesn't matter who we are. We're nameless. We all represent the same thing. So that was kind of a neat allusion to that. I guess. I mean, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I thought that was pretty cool.
I have a feeling if Dwight didn't say that, they would have massacred him. That whole
absolutely.
group would have just ripped him apart.
100%.
Absolutely.
So he had to pull something out of his ass in order to save himself.
Yeah. Brian says in chat, it seems like the actor playing Jerome is kind of channeling Heath Ledger a little bit. I kind of see it, but he's definitely doing his own thing. But at the same time, he's pulling little bits and pieces. Like he's got a bit of Nicholson in there. He's got a bit of Ledger in there.
I feel like
he's got a bit of Hamill.
Hamill.
Yeah, he's definitely got a bit of Hamill in there as well. So
Yeah.
I think it's just like this overall combined thing. It's keeping the it's like a Ledger Hamill laugh like he's got going on.
Yes.
It's somewhere in the middle of the two of them. And that's probably honestly the most authentic part of this show in terms of the Batman canon is just the Joker laugh. You know, it falls somewhere in the middle of what we're used to. Where everything else, it's just like they're changing everything, and I'm completely fine with that. You know, I've come to accept that. I was. You guys go back and watch the earlier podcast, and I'm sure the two of you guys remember. I was not happy when things were not happening the way they should have been happening. But it's as soon as I wrapped around my mind that the DC universe pretty much operates around multiple universes. You know, that is a staple of the DC franchise, is the multiverse. As soon as I wrapped my head around that, everything just was okay with me. So, and I get like that is a big turnoff to a lot of people on the show, and that's something that I constantly hear is they don't follow canon on this show. They don't need to. They don't need to.
It's its own canon. It doesn't need all the other stuff.
Yeah, and Brian also says in chat, I think this Melanie character is going to end up becoming Harley Quinn. Melanie is the girl from last week who died and resurrected and died again.
Yes, yeah.
So I want to go one step further and say, why can't it be Lee?
I was going to mention that because she's being such a stupid right now.
Because Brian says, I'm worried Lee is going to turn into another Barbara. Well, guess what? Barbara's fantastic now. So if you're worried about Lee turning fantastic, then, you know, what better way to do that than to make her Harley Quinn? Just throwing that out there.
I mean,
like, the banter between her and Jerome was fantastic. That was probably my favorite scene of the whole episode, was Jerome and Lee in the morgue.
It was pretty funny because when he was asking like, you know, he just said that I wanted to kill Galavan. She's like, yeah, he's already dead. Who killed him? Which time?
And it's like it was making fun of itself. The show was making fun of itself at the same time. Like,
yeah,
you can't keep track of it either. You know, like how do you expect one of our characters to follow it? So. Yeah, Baby Batcat Fanatic said Harley Quinn is supposed to appear in episode 22. So
we did discuss that a little bit.
Yeah, but
the one before, I think, or maybe it was last.
With that knowledge, though, 9 episodes, right? That they have 9 episodes. That gives us plenty of time to start building Lee up in that direction. Like we already see Lee kind of breaking her traditional kind of route. Like the thing with Gordon now, right? Gordon murdered her husband, and that's perfect reason for her to snap. Right now, Harvey and you are going to beat the shit out of these people. You're going to go and do all this stuff. Why can't I do it? You start seeing her go down a darker path now, So I think it's the perfect setup.
To be fair, it's less darker than what Harvey and Gordon were doing. She kind of played the mercy card and said, here, now you'll get the information, rather than beating the shit out of him.
For sure.
But, I mean, I think it's all just, like, played hatred towards Gordon. She just wants to prove to him that he's an asshole, and at the same time prove that she's also a stronger person, even if
I think she
doesn't need him, and that him stepping up for her even though she was gonna die, it was not his place, kind of thing. She just wants to show him that she doesn't need him, but in the whole long scheme of things, she does still care for him a lot.
Well, like, we know that Jerome and Gordon have history, right? Mm-hmm. You even see Dwight, like, oh my god, or not Dwight, the henchman that they took in for questioning. It's like, oh my god, you're the Gordon? Like, Gordon's like a celebrity amongst them. And Jerome definitely has some history with Gordon, so if Jerome's going to focus on Gordon, and Lee kind of want to make Gordon's life a living hell, right? It seems like the two of them teaming up would be fantastic.
I don't think she would do that, though.
Would they make Lee blonde if they make her Harley Quinn? They could.
They don't have to.
They definitely don't have to. They could, but they don't have to.
So, like, I feel like they'd have to push her way farther than she is right now to, like, really justify that, though.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I'd just say this is the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure I'd like that, because...
Even
I didn't think I'd like Barbara being a serial killer, but guess what?
Well, Lee is supposed to be, like, important to Batman later.
Yeah, Lee's the ground, even though she's really, really angry right now. She's one of the most grounded characters in the series.
But see, John, you're falling into this trap, though. Lee's a very important character into Batman later. This canon doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. No, you're right.
I was one of the big people that say, no, Barbara and Jim have to get together and they have to... No, they don't have to anymore. No. I was the one fighting that the most.
No, there's difference. I mean, Lee started out as a mediocre character, one that some people could call likable, whereas Barbara started off as a piece of utter crap. Nobody liked her.
You didn't like Lee. You hated Lee from the beginning.
Because I'm me. I hate a lot of characters, but like I said, some people liked her in the very beginning. They're just she was a likable character. I didn't like her, but she's likable. Barbara started off, no, she wasn't likable by anybody. She had no butt and no personality.
She still has no butt, but that has nothing to do with it. Like,
personality's as flat as your ace.
Yeah. I don't know.
Now she has plenty of personality, and it's wonderful.
Oh, it's fantastic. No, I don't know. Barbara's definitely... I liked Barbara at the beginning, because I like to hate her. I like to hate on her. So I always actually liked Barbara when you think about it. If it wasn't for this podcast and we weren't sitting there ragging on her and making fun of her, I would definitely have just hated her for the sake of hating her. But because of this podcast, I loved to hate her. So,
Because every time she did something stupid, you knew we'd have a good show.
Yeah.
Basically. Because I get real close to the camera and go, Barbara?
You haven't done that in so long.
He hasn't had to.
Right. There's been no need for it.
Like, Barbara, even in this episode, like, the way she's manipulating Penguin. She manipulated Penguin to the point where Penguin called her out on being manipulative and then still out-manipulated him.
She's good.
She has boobs.
That has nothing
And
to
even
do
though-
with it.
and
Penguin
even
is
though
not
he
attracted to her.
likes-
Penguin
he
is
li-
attracted to Nigma.
Yes, but it's like boobs are like extra brains or something, and they have psychic abilities, and they cause anything to be manipulated. John's just like, I'm intrigued. What?
Go on.
Huh.
I'll have a long talk with Chrissy later.
And then she'll prove it.
I have many questions.
No, it's just like the whole scheme that she had was absolutely fantastic, and clearly she's
Yeah.
working with Nigma on it. So how much of it is Nigma's scheme? How much of it is hers? To be honest, it doesn't matter because she still played her role fantastically. We know Nigma's definitely the brains behind a lot of it, but the fact
yeah.
that she's able to pull that off without breaking character, so to speak, without her agenda, without breaking her agenda, even when Penguin calls her out on it, it's just fantastic. So I don't know what this means now for Penguin, like Crumble Pot, and what do you think's gonna happen with Penguin as mayor?
I don't think he's going to be mayor for much longer.
No, the footage came out. It's out there. Everybody's seen it. It's global. He's pretty much done as mayor.
Yeah.
Because you think after that, if people don't have their eyes on him,
Oh no, they definitely do.
people are watching him like a hawk right now. He is done for.
I feel like he's going to have to go into hiding, because he's going to fall big time. We know this is happening already.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And he's going to have to, hunker down for a little while.
But it makes sense to kind of put Penguin on the back burner right now if they're going to build Jerome up and his army so big.
Right.
Because it's like, if Penguin's already having trouble and he's having trouble with the 5 families, and it looks like the 5 families are gone now at this point, like the heads of them anyway.
Yeah.
And it's not even Penguin taking them out. It's basically Barbara and I forgot her name.
Gallivant's sister lady?
Yeah.
The hell is her name?
Totally just slipped my mind.
Seriously, what the hell is her name? She's so not important. What the hell is her name? Tabitha.
Tabitha. There
Tabitha,
it is.
yeah. I mean, the only thing I really remember.
I couldn't even remember her nickname.
Tigress.
Tigress.
That's
Yeah.
that's the thing I remember.
Either one would have been acceptable, and I couldn't think of either.
Yeah. She had what? Was she dual wielding Uzis, or she just had one? This episode.
I don't know, but I liked her outfit this episode.
It looked really bulky.
Yeah.
Bulky for leather.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was fantastic. I love the little frilly things down the side of her sleeves, and I thought that was fantastic.
It reminded me of when we first met her.
Yeah, kinda.
She was kind of in a get up the same,
Kinda.
except she had a sniper with her at that point.
What's going on with Butch at this point?
It's a great question. I don't know.
There's a bunch of characters that just kind of dropped off. Butch has dropped off. Valerie dropped off. She left the hospital and then she just disappeared.
Just gone.
And
Butch right now, he's got 2 ladies in pants running around him. He's probably in the kitchen making sandwiches.
okay, not Bruce and the Court of Owls have disappeared.
Wait. What did Nigma do to him? Because, remember Butch was pretending to be the Red Hood thing.
Nigma had him and Tabitha hooked up to.
No. Wasn't it
machine.
after that?
No,
Or am I thinking of something else?
I think that was before.
That was before. You're right. I don't know.
Nothing really has happened to Butch other than being with both Tabitha and Barbara right now.
Yeah.
And he didn't agree to pair up with Nigma because of what Nigma did to him and Tabitha.
Right, that was it.
So I think he's just laying low, like he's just out of the scene because both Tabitha and Barbara are like, we're doing this.
Yeah. Yep. Well, the whole city now is completely blacked out. We've hit some crazy kind of like Jerome gets on the news. The news decides to broadcast this, and this is the whole. You see Gordon cutting in saying, "Tell them to cut the feed, whatever." And then the media is broadcasting this thing anyway, and this leads into the whole like media debacle, that we're dealing with now, and how the media just they're looking for the story and they don't care about the impact and everything that it has, like. Not to get into a political debate, but we just recently had at the Trump inauguration, they said that there was like this big security flaw that they were worried about that was a drone coming in and dropping gas on the thing, and that was the only thing that they weren't protected from. Well, guess what? Now that you've just announced it over the media, you've just given everybody, an idea of how to do something when they may not have known how to do it to begin with.
Did you know how flammable that tarmac was? Did you? It's like, really, motherfucker?
So, like, the media in Gotham is much worse, I think, at this point. But maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe the media is better. Who knows? Like, either way.
There's now a clown psychopath on the loose who now has more and more and more minions.
He has way more Poland influence than he ever did.
But like you see, and I get that the media, I get the media here in Gotham does not see the fact that Jerome's followers are sitting there watching the video that was aired of the police thing and reciting it and chanting it and memorized it, line by line, and they're falling over every word. But then you're gonna sit there and broadcast like something else that Jerome is doing right now. Oh well, one of our cameras showed up and here's this feed, so let's just broadcast it and see what happens. Like it's terrible. It's honestly terrible.
I mean, I want to say it's because of certain lack of ace reporter Valerie Vale not reading things in.
Yeah.
Sure, it's a tight ship.
She was. I mean, we saw so many of her broadcasts and read so many of her articles. It was just nuts. How are they even functioning without her? I don't understand.
I don't know.
She's so skilled and has such a depthful personality.
Oh my God.
How could the show go on without her?
I'm gonna puke. I can't do this anymore.
But like Jerome in this broadcast calls out and tells everybody, this is what happened. I was reborn. This is what it felt like. This is what it did to me. Here you go. Here's your chance. And then he cuts the power and like tells the whole city to just go balls to the wall, murder spree.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And we're left with Gordon watching the whole city just black out. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot wait.
It's, I don't know how the hell they're even going to attempt to rectify this.
Yeah. I have a feel. You know what? I'm not going to say I have a feeling Lucius is going to step up. I'm going to say I want him to step up and be like, I have this gadget, and I have this gadget, and I am Gadget Man. And just help them. Because I like Lucius a lot, and I feel like he needs more than like one-liners every episode.
I agree. I wish they would use him more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. Jerome and Bruce are gonna have some kind of encounter. We saw that in the promo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he still wants Bruce. I mean,
he wanted Gallivan. He wanted Jim. I guess he'll settle for Bruce. That's kind of the last big thing that he left with.
Yeah.
So, next episode is called The Gentle Art of what?
We're not done yet.
What do you mean?
We haven't even talked about Bruce and Selena yet.
Oh yeah, we did that in pre-show. Sorry, not on the actual show. I'm sitting here the whole time thinking. Baby Batcat Fanatic last week in chat was the first one to mention that Selena was getting duped. Selena and Bruce were getting duped by her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Turned out to be true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Selena is really hurt over this, and I don't blame her.
No. And like
I think she does not really have a reason to lash out at Bruce. I shouldn't say a reason. She does have a reason, but I don't think she's justified in lashing out to Bruce.
sure she is.
I don't.
He went behind her back and made a stupid deal with her.
No, he didn't go
his
behind
mother.
her back. He made that deal right in front of Selena. It was not behind her back. Selena
didn't-
stormed out in the middle of the deal. So that was definitely not behind her back. What
The
the
fact is
only
he went through
thing
with it.
the only thing that Bruce did not say to Selena is, I think your mom might be duping us. He didn't know 100%. He did not have concrete information. It was a hunch. You cannot get mad at somebody for having a hunch.
I also think she was. I don't know how mad she actually was at Bruce. I think she was just more mad at her mom and kind of took it out on
It spilled
him.
over onto Bruce, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I get why she's mad, but she's not justified in it.
Yeah,
She's
I
mad
mean,
that Bruce lied to her. Bruce didn't
Yes.
lie to her. He had a feeling that it was a possibility, and he stressed that. I thought maybe, you know?
but I mean, he didn't want to share that with her in case he was wrong.
Right.
Because if he was wrong, then she would have been
She
real
would have
mad.
been mad at him anyways because you didn't have faith in my mother.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
It would have gone either way. But like the fact that he even had the inkling that they were being conned and he went through with it anyways. I mean, that gives her a little bit of justification. Like
I
she
don't-
can be mad at that.
I don't see how.
No, she can be.
Well,
But
I mean, she
she
is.
can.
So
Not to the
yes, she
degree-
definitely can
No.
be. But what I
Yeah,
said is she's
right.
not justified in
But
being.
what I'm saying it is justified, but probably not to the degree that she is. Like
Mm-mm.
that. I mean, she really isn't as mad at Bruce as she is at her mother, and just can't.
She's not in like Bruce is the person that she has the biggest connection to. The only person she can express any feelings to. So whether they're super aggressive or really lovey-dovey, these feelings are going to be put upon little Bruce. Like that's just what's going to happen, and we know how she is. We know she's already an angry person. She's very physical, and so they're
I loved
fight?
watching Bruce take all those hits and
oh god,
refuse to
he was just
actually
like
fight her.
whoosh, whoosh. She was all ninja, and he caught her foot, and I'm like, I mentioned this in pre-show. It's just like he is super impressive now. You can totally see the Batman growing in him. Whereas, like, when he first started training, he was so clumsy. He was such a lanky, like, awkward teenage boy. And now he's actually, like, he's taking the punches and he's not getting any damage from them. He's actually,
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Baby Batcat Fanatic asks in chat, who do you think would win if they did fight? Me personally, if Selena was trying to fight him to fight, like to actually hurt him, she would win because Bruce would not want to fight her. And that is the only reason. Otherwise, I think it would be a stalemate, to be completely honest.
At this point, yeah.
Because Bruce is so, even with everything that's been going on, he's still a very calm person in his mind, and that really that helps him with his fighting because that's what Alfred has been teaching him.
Yeah. But also keep in mind, when Bruce gave her the money, gave Selena's mom the money, Bruce did say, you saved our lives. So it's basically, here's a thank you for doing that, at the same time.
That's true.
He made sure to include that, and it's true. She did save their lives. She did.
Yeah.
And that makes it even more so because we were talking about it. Maybe that her mom is involved in the Court of Owls. Because how could she just like get in and get out when Bruce and Alfred and Selena, they had to try everything to get into this compound, and she just kind of strolls up, opens the door, hey, I'm here.
If she's anything like her daughter, she gets in and out and has a lot of eyes on many different things. She knew Selena was with Bruce, right? That wasn't really public information. That's why she came back in the first place.
What I'm saying is, though, like...
So I'm saying But my point of that is, if she knew about Selena and Bruce, do you mean to tell me she didn't know about the Court of Owls and what they're up to? You know? Selena and Bruce were not public information, just like the Court of Owls is not public information. If she's anything like her daughter and she's snooping around on the city, she's going to know exactly what Bruce was up to. She's going to know that they were involved in this Court of Owls thing, and she would have known to be, nearby for help.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, next episode is called The Gentle Art of Making Enemies, which I believe is also a Faith No More song.
It could be.
But with Jerome on the loose with one target in mind, Bruce and Alfred's safety is compromised. Meanwhile, Gordon's Uncle Frank pays him a visit, and Nigma and Penguin are forced to confront their issues face to face with possible deadly consequences.
I'm rolling my eyes right now. Neither one of them are going to be dead.
It says possible. It doesn't say
I know.
With definite deadly.
No, but even possible deadly seems stupid to me.
Deadly consequences does not mean that Penguin or Nigma has to die. Tigress could die. Barbara could die. Lee could die.
They did bring up the chemical plant. Maybe Jerome gets his dirty little fingers in there and actually falls into a vat of whatever again.
Maybe. But
that would be deadly, right?
With this next coming episode, all of a sudden we find out that this is the winter finale? Like,
yeah.
What?
Why? Why now?
We just came back, and now this episode is airing next week, which is January 30th. And the show is taking a break. It's not coming back until April 24th. Little under 3 months.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
What?
I guess it's because initially when the season started, they weren't 22 episodes, right?
That is true.
They got extended again, so I'm thinking they needed the extra time to possibly rework the story.
That's true, but at that point, just don't come back right now. Like, they could have not come back last week, not aired this episode, not aired next episode. Come back at the beginning of April instead.
It's possible that these episodes they had already recorded, and
they could
the
hold
rest
them.
of this. Why? You're saying why not hold them?
I'd rather have it all air at once than air something, take a month and a half off, then air 3 episodes, take 3 months off.
If that was the contract of airing with ABC, right?
ABC. This is on Fox. What are you talking about?
On Fox. It doesn't matter. Any network. If this was the contract of airing, they kind of have to follow it. And then, to be extended again, that means the contract kind of had to be changed, but only from that point on. So they have to, I guess with those extra episodes, they had to change the story a little bit, extend the story, and just work with it at that point.
What I am going to say, even before I've seen this episode, though, is having a very Jerome-heavy finale is exactly what I wanted in the first place, so can't be that mad.
No, that's true.
Can't be that mad.
It is weird that they're doing it this way, but there are reasons. Yeah,
damn raisins.
Very...
So I guess that's about it. Baby Batcat wants to know, do you think that Selena and Bruce will reconcile before the season ends? Yes, no?
The question Baby Bat Fanatic has asked, do you think Selena and Bruce will reconcile before the season ends?
No.
Not their lovey-dovey relationship, but maybe they can still work together. I think Selena's going to hold a grudge on this one for quite a while.
Yeah. This is their excuse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to last the whole season. Before the mid-season ends, maybe. The whole season?
I
don't think it's going to last.
Not their lovey-dovey relationship, but the working together thing, still being able to be civil with each other, that's going to come back. But I don't think it's going to happen right away. Selena's going to hold a grudge.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to last the whole season.
Didn't say that either.
I'm answering Baby Batcat's question. Baby Pack had specifically asked before the season ends. I'm saying I don't think it's going to last the season.
Okay.
Let's see.
So, Nikki, where can the people find you?
On Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyYvenom24.
Yeah. John, where can the people find you?
You can find me at No More on Twitter.
You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM. You can find us all and more on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, MySpace, and right here on YouTube at /ASO TV Podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, games, and movies. Till next time. See you guys later.
It's gonna be a while after that.
Lily wants to know, why would her mom set Selena up?
Her mom's a
It's all
con artist.
about the money.
She's a chode.
All about the
Yep.
Benjamins.
She,
Is Benjamin on the $100 bill in Gotham?
who knows?
Chode.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There's no. Selena's mom doesn't have a reason to do anything. She's just doing it because
Raisins.
reasons. She
Raisins.
wants money, and she doesn't care about Selena because obviously if she cared, she would have came back for her or stayed around even though she was being chased.
Yep.
So.
Alright, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next week. Coming up at 10 o'clock is Supergirl, followed by Vampire Diaries at 11.
Okay.